Welcome to Greater Verde Valley Chamber Chat, the show that brings the heartbeat of the Verde Valley straight to your screen. Each episode covers timely local topics, highlights upcoming community events, and showcases the small businesses that make this region shine. Viewers will hear directly from local business owners and community leaders who are shaping the future of the Verde Valley. It's all about supporting local, staying informed, and strengthening our shared community. Greater Verde Valley Chamber of Commerce, helping businesses grow today to create a stronger tomorrow. And now, here's our host, President and CEO of the Greater Verde Valley Chamber of Commerce, Christian Oliva Del Rio.
Welcome, I'm Christian Oliva Del Rio. I'm the President and CEO for the Greater Verde Valley Chamber of Commerce. And with me today is one of my old friends and best mentors. I've learned so much from you over the years, is Erin Mabry. She is the interim executive director for the Verde Valley Senior Center. So welcome. Thanks for hanging out with me.
Thanks for having me today.
Yeah, I really have. You know, I've learned a lot. We've served on a lot of different boards together. I think you were probably the first person to pull me onto a board with Buena Vista Children's Services way back in the day. So, you know, I like to let our viewers learn a little bit more about you. Tell us a little bit about your background and your history here in the Verde Valley.
Well, so I'm one of those rarities. I was actually born here,
right.
And although I grew up in the Phoenix area, but came back to have my family up here and be closer to the rest of my family here. And I love it here. I love serving the Verde. I love serving our families and our community, our business community. I love it.
It's a very unique area, the Verde Valley. It's pretty amazing. I moved here 30 years ago from the San Francisco Bay Area, and I never looked back.
30 years.
But you know, the other nice thing, I don't know if everybody recognizes the name Mabry, but tell us a little bit about your family.
Well, you can't hold it against me.
I know, not at all.
So a lot of folks know us from either Coldwell Banker or from the Blazin' M Ranch.
Oh yeah, that little place.
But also, you know, our family goes way back. My grandfather, my grandparents were here and were very much pioneers in a lot of things, even with the chamber.
Right. Started pretty much, right?
Helped start, and they served in many capacities and building a lot of things that we are really familiar with today. The hospital, the high school, the college. Right. A lot of real estate and organizations that people wouldn't even necessarily tie us to, but and then also, you know, I have cousins that have served in many capacities, you know, coaching and serving not only cousins but nieces and nephews that are you know,
got a
lot
of deep roots here, and a family that has been very committed and working towards our community and doing good things for our community to move us forward. So thank you. Yeah. Well, thanks for everything you do.
It's a wonderful tie to have back in this community that I know that all my family love and serve.
Takes a lot of pride in taking things to the next level and really serving the community, you know. So
it's really about that.
You know, I'm again blessed to have worked with you over the years, and you actually served on my board for the chamber for a number of years too, and even was the board chair. Right.
Through COVID.
Right. But you know, always again serving the community and giving back to the community, and so I really do appreciate that. You know, you've definitely taken us to the next level, always bringing in fresh ideas, different perspectives, and you know, that's kind of what you do. You know,
it's interesting,
right?
Probably not what I thought I was going to do when I was a kid. I thought I was going to be an artist
who would have
or
thought?
An architect.
I was going to be a chef.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, but then you get that calling, or I guess that's what they say. and you go to serve, and you do the things for the community that you love, and you take the information that you get from serving from one board to another, or being attached to one organization to another, and being able to say, hey, this might work over here,
Right.
or this is really needed in this organization. So being able to utilize the things that we've learned in our careers, right?
Right.
And helping organizations be the best that they can
Right.
to serve the people that we love.
Yeah. It's very interesting because you mentioned the calling, right? So your current role, I think you had a calling.
It was a phone
It
call
was a
for
yell. But yeah, so tell us, what brought you to the senior center?
So sadly, Elaine Bremner suddenly passed, and I think it was kind of a shock to the community, to the people that she worked with, to even her family, obviously.
Yeah,
But she was a force, and
Yes.
she was probably one of the most passionate people that I've ever met, and to know how she served our senior community
Right.
is, above none. I mean, it's just amazing
Right.
how she presented herself in the community.
She was the biggest cheerleader and advocate for seniors in our community. And
It's-
if you ever ran into Elaine, you knew
You knew exactly where she was coming from and what
exactly,
she was in
and
need of.
how you were going to help.
And that's
Very
what
good at
encouraged us.
recruiting, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
And so with her passing, and just right at the end of June, they called me and
Yeah.
said, we need some help.
Yeah.
So I met with the board,
Mm-hmm.
and we kind of identified some of the things that we were going to need to do, and that's what I'm looking forward to.
Right.
Yeah.
But so again, kind of going back to you and your skill set. This is something that I admire in you, and I've taken a lot of lessons from you on. And you seem to come into an organization when they need that change and that direction the most. And it's something you do very, very well. And I know you don't like to hear, but you do. And so tell me, what have you learned over the years as far as coming into an organization that might be slightly challenged? What are some steps that you can do to get moving in the right direction?
One, every organization that I've been with has been very different. And what I do recognize is that throughout my experiences across Yavapai County, because I've served both sides of the mountain in different capacities, that board governance is really important, and just understanding what that looks like and how to govern
Right.
these organizations in that way. Nonprofits are different than for-profits.
It's a very challenging field, and
Yeah,
right?
it's
Right.
very different.
Yeah.
People have asked me, what's the difference? Why is it, a nonprofit, they just ask for money?
Yeah, and it's not.
There's so much
way
more.
more.
Yeah,
Way more.
There's a lot of accountability that has to happen, and I think that sometimes we get, when we have long-term leadership, we get kind of complacent that everything's being taken care of
Right.
because that person's been there for a long time.
You've been in that groove for a
And-
while, and you kind of stay there.
Yeah, and so,
right.
and sometimes that works.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's time for an opportunity for change
Right.
in that.
Right.
And so making sure that boards understand what their role is in those changes,
Right.
if that's what they want, is sometimes it's challenging.
Yeah.
Sometimes they don't know that they need to
Right.
make a change.
If you don't have somebody come in and kind of, show you there's other possibilities or other ways. So I tell you what, so this is an exciting topic that I'd like to expand on, but we're going to take a quick break, and we'll explore that a little bit more.
Okay, thanks.
We'll see you in a minute.
Lost your health insurance? There are options to help you stay covered. Choices include Medicaid, individual and families, Medicare, and group plans. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Arizona is a local nonprofit health insurance company that can help you understand your options, no matter who you choose. Stay covered, Arizona. We've got your back. Learn more at azblue.com/options or call 1-844-584-BLUE. This message is brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Arizona.
All right, so welcome back to Chamber Chat. I'm Christian Oliva Del Rio, President and CEO for the Greater Verde Valley Chamber of Commerce. And again, with me is my wonderful friend, Erin Mabry. She's the Interim Director for the Verde Valley Senior Center. And so right before the break, we were talking about, board roles and responsibilities, because I think a lot of people that may join a board don't always realize what their actual roles should be, what their liabilities could be, and what they're supposed to do to really move the organization forward, right? So can you expand on that a little bit more?
From what I understand, United Way is providing some great guidance for board leadership and what that looks like, and I'm really excited for that. It's always been something that I've been passionate about, with my leadership background.
Right.
And I think that there's great opportunity for people to understand, especially when they do serve on a board.
Yeah.
They get to know that mission better.
Sure.
I think that some people are afraid to get on a board because of maybe those hidden liabilities, or maybe they are afraid that there's expectations that they are not ready for or whatever.
Yeah.
So having those things up front and being very clear about that. Sometimes boards don't have that really that inside look into themselves, into their organization,
right,
of what that board needs to.
Yeah, they don't realize sometimes, and unfortunately there might be people that join a board just to build their resume, and that's okay, right? Yeah, yeah, really. But like I said, not to scare anybody away, but there are certain liabilities that you might face, right? You are a fiduciary for the organization, and you're responsible. Boards create policy, right, for the organization, and it's the executive director's job to execute, right?
Correct.
Right, and
typically,
so yeah, typically.
Depending on how your board is set up.
Right.
But typically
Right.
that's
The director is the day-to-day and runs the operations, and the board, again, sets policy and works with the director to find the best direction. Strategic planning is real important. And
that's where I turn into a geek.
Yeah. And
love planning.
But
strategic planning.
so I've been with the chamber for 18 years. I'm notorious for getting into that comfort zone and not thinking outside of the box. And this experience with the senior center and Elaine's passing woke me up to some things, because I was lucky to attend the meeting that you attended with the board, and one of the first things you did was present them with a strategic plan and a succession plan.
Yeah. And it was I really didn't know much about the organization itself.
Right.
I knew what a senior center kind of does and about the Meals on Wheels program, but to sit down and really understand how all those things happen is a very different beast.
Right.
Just like anything else, you can pull into a car lot sales lot, and that they sell cars.
Yeah.
But how that happens and how they function and all those things, there's a lot of layers.
Right.
Schools or any other kind of organization, right? So So for me, getting in there and, I've been there for 6 weeks.
Yeah, I know. It hasn't been that long.
It's been a quick 6 weeks, let me tell you.
Right.
But going in and understanding what is happening, which everything has kept moving forward, which is great. We have a wonderful team.
Right.
Our volunteers are amazing. The staff are just
dedicated, right?
They're so dedicated.
Right.
They love what they're doing.
Right.
They're passionate about how they're doing it, and they're excited about seeing the next thing to come. And so we just approved a strategic plan with the board.
That's great.
And I'm excited to kind of unroll all of that to the public.
Right. Well, you're doing a good job, because I tell you, I've been on social media. I'm seeing marketing, right, and that I hadn't seen before.
Well, and I think that again, you kind of do the things that you've been doing for a long time, and you make that work.
Right.
And when we start looking at succession, what we were talking about succession is that, no matter who goes into that position, you want, the board especially wants that organization to be set up for success, so you plan it.
Right.
And so if I'm there or somebody else is there, that they can execute that plan, and it's what the board wants to see done.
Right.
So we just finished the strategic planning. We kind of freshened up the logo, the mission, and started looking at how we're serving our seniors and our community, and what it will be sustainable into the future. So, and the staff are all excited. The volunteers are super excited. Like you said, we've got a new website look and feel. It's in progress. If you go on there right now,
what's the address?
It's vvscaz.org.
Right, so Verde Valley Senior Center az.org, vvscaz.org.
And just kind of freshening it up, right? Shortening that domain listing.
Makes it a little bit easier.
And hopefully folks will, actually we've already been seeing a ton of new traffic on there. A way for people to comment to us through that website and be able to utilize it. So people will be able to sign up to volunteer. They'll be able to sign up for Meals on Wheels programming. And the most exciting part is that they're going to be able to see our event calendar. So we'll be opening our doors at the Senior Center a little bit wider, and scheduling some great events that are coming up. We've got
you've got a whole list
Steph
there.
Vaca's coming on the 30th, and that'll kind of launch us off into into a whole new idea of how we're going to be serving and the activities and things that we'll be doing with our not only our congregate, but anybody that wants to come.
I know. So. I've actually had lunch at the Senior Center several times. It's great food.
David's an amazing cook.
Right?
He is just great.
That's awesome.
And passionate. He loves what he's doing.
Sure.
They were trying out a new recipe this morning that I tried, and it was really good. So, I'm excited about lunch today.
Excellent. All right, we're going to take another quick break, and when we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about some of the exciting events and things that are happening, okay?
Great.
All right.
Good.
We'll see you in a minute.
The kids' homework, to make sure it's done. The front door, to make sure it's locked. You get it, things you double check. So how about your child's car seat? Double check your child is in the proper seat based on their age and size, and buckled properly. Making sure the seat is installed correctly should be the single most important double check of your day. Learn more at gohs.az.gov. This message is sponsored by the Governor's Office of Highway Safety.
Lost your health insurance? There are options to help you stay covered. Choices include Medicaid, individual and families, Medicare, and group plans. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Arizona is a local nonprofit health insurance company that can help you understand your options, no matter who you choose. Stay covered, Arizona. We've got your back. Learn more at azblue.com/options or call 1-844-584-BLUE. This message is brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Arizona.
All right, welcome back. I'm Christian Oliva Del Rio, President and CEO for the Greater Verde Valley Chamber of Commerce. And again, I have my wonderful friend Erin Mabry. She's the interim director for the Verde Valley Senior Center. And we've just been hearing about all the wonderful things that are happening over there, and really appreciate you stepping up to taking the call to fill that role. I know. Yeah. But you've got a lot of exciting things that are happening. The website is up and running, and there's a lot of great information there that people can find, and the vvscaz.org.
Correct.
And if you are on social media as well, like I said, I've just been seeing Facebook posts popping up and a lot of great information. So tell us a little bit more about some of the programs and how you're serving our senior community there. And
so one of the big ideas is that we'll be opening up for what we're calling a morning venue. So
that's cool.
So come and have coffee with us and hang out, and we'll have a morning and afternoon, both a morning and afternoon event type feel. So before and after lunch, and be able to utilize our space the best.
Right.
That building is just the coolest.
It's amazing.
It's a historic branded building. So it was the UVX engineering something or another station, I think. So we're looking at rebranding to really kind of lean into
and highlight that.
That building, how cool it is. The brick in there just feels really retro and
super
industrial,
cool.
Right? And so being able to utilize that space best.
Better.
I know that some folks have complained about the landscaping. Yes, we're working on that. We've got landscaping happening, and we'll have it, just really organized better and a better venue for folks to utilize it on a regular basis, hopefully. That's our goal.
Because that's the other thing, is you could potentially rent it out and host events, can't you?
We're looking at that also, but probably small indoor events, that type thing. But to really utilize that space, open it to the public starting in the morning, and maybe have a chess tournament going on, or cornhole going on, or listen to a great jazz band, or just utilize the space. Did you know that we have a pool table upstairs?
I didn't know that.
So there's a pool club that actually meets there on a regular basis. So how fun is that?
That's super cool.
Kind of re-envisioning the space itself, and where I'm looking for sponsorships. So I'll be looking for some community members that want to help with this vision. We were going to have our an open house, if you will, on September 11th, and I'm having to push that back. Just realizing how much, how many strategies and things that we're
coming together and trying to make it all work.
The possibilities are endless. So looking at that, and then being able to have folks support us in a different way than they have in the past. So we've come up with some sponsorship tiers for folks to maybe support a neighbor that's having surgery or something, so they can go on the website
sponsor a senior
and have meals delivered to them while they're down, on crutches or whatever. Or sponsor a senior for the year, and
that's
help
awesome,
support them in their Meals on Wheels program. Or if they want to come and say that they live out of state and they want to have their parent go and have congregate meals where they can connect with people and participate in some of the events, they can buy them a lunch ticket online.
Super cool.
So those are some fun things that we're looking at. And we don't have it on the website quite yet, but we will here pretty quick.
Very good.
And we'll be able to go and just click away and be able to help support folks in our
great
community.
ideas, because like you said, I mean, really, we have a lot of families in the valley here, and that's a great idea, because you got grandparents that want to come and visit the grandkids, and what a great way for them to also get a little break and go enjoy a wonderful meal and hang
Right.
out with other people,
Have
right?
a great healthy meal
Sure.
and connect with folks around
I
them.
love it.
Learn about resources. So we'll have speakers that come in
Yeah.
and talk about things maybe like fraud.
Right.
You know, senior
Huge.
fraud is a huge thing, and
Yes.
so they can come to this space where they're with people that they
Safe
know
space that-
and
right.
that they feel safe learning with,
Mhm.
and get information about things that they can improve their
I
independence.
love the idea about sponsoring a senior because, we are a pretty tight-knit community here, and you should know your neighbors more. And if the Meals on Wheels program, that's a lot of people's lifeline to the outside
yeah.
community, right?
Right.
And Elaine was big on telling us
Oh,
about that,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
A lot of times these seniors, the only person you see in quite some time is the person that's delivering your meal, right?
Oh,
and so
they love to hear from our drivers.
Right.
Our drivers are amazing.
Amazing.
They're giving people. They connect with these folks.
Mhm.
They look forward all week to getting their
Right.
meal, not just because it's a meal, but it's somebody at their doorstep that
Yeah.
they can connect with. And it also gives us an opportunity to identify if they need
if
help.
they need help in another way, or
Uh-huh.
right.
Yeah, it is an integral
Mhm.
portion of what we're doing in our community.
Yeah.
And it doesn't even have to be that senior. Maybe it's
No.
just somebody that moved in
Or-
and they are next door and they haven't unpacked their boxes yet.
Mhm.
And they just need, some assistance with
Sure.
meals or whatever. So there's a million ways that we can help connect our community.
Right.
And this is one of those great ways to do that over a meal.
Yeah.
And they're delicious. By
Yeah,
the way.
and they are. They're very good. If you haven't
And then
had
they
lunch at the
put
senior center, you need to go and see that amazing building and have some good food.
Yeah.
It's awesome. So tell us. So people can obviously volunteer. Where do you see the need right now as far as?
So volunteering there at the senior center, helping us either in the kitchen or with, helping us break down and help with the Meals on Wheels program, or maybe with administrative things. We've got some great volunteers that are helping us with identifying some of the administrative stuff and maybe
Yeah.
some background things that are
Right,
needed.
right.
And then also we have, our Meals on Wheels drivers. We always need those.
If you've never seen that process of getting
Oh,
ready,
it's
the
amazing.
prep to go, it blows me away.
So starting with the meals, right?
Right.
So we cook them.
Yeah.
We plan them.
Yeah.
We cook them in our kitchen.
Right.
Dave cooks them with his team.
Yeah.
Dave and Bruce are an amazing team.
Right.
And they make these beautiful hot meals. They package them.
Yeah.
And then there's a whole group of folks that
Whole
come in.
process of
and
putting them together,
they put them
right.
together. They put them in their packs, and they get them hot out
Right.
to the community as far as Camp Verde Rimrock,
Yeah.
Beaver Creek.
Right.
We go
It truly
all over
is the
place.
Verde Valley
Jerome.
Senior Center.
It really,
Right.
really, truly is.
Yeah.
And the meals are amazing. So 3 times a week, we deliver Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Right.
And if they need that Tuesday, Thursday weekend meal, frozens come also.
Sure,
So they
right.
can purchase the frozens.
Yeah.
NACOG helps supplement. Doesn't cover all the costs, just
Nope,
saying.
right.
So those sponsorships are really important for us to be able to make the ends meet and make this all
Right.
work.
Right.
But those meals that get out into the community, I know that there's a long wait list.
Yeah.
NACOG
It's a big
is
deal.
trying as quickly as possible to get folks off of that wait list, but we also need the drivers to get
to
those
get the
meals
food out, right.
It's
So
a huge process.
is.
It's fun to see. And I had a driver come back to me yesterday, and one of the couple had passed away. And so she comes back and says, I got to the door and was asking about, the
Yeah.
other partner, and they had passed since I saw them on Friday. And so those are hard,
Yeah.
but it also reminds us, that we're being that connection.
Right.
And
And we're going to be in that boat.
and we'll all be in
We're-
that, right?
Yes.
Hopefully, right?
Well, hopefully. Yeah, we can make it
We
that
can
long.
make it long.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's this is that kind of programming that needs to be here. And
It does.
needs to be here forever.
We need to take care of our seniors.
Yeah.
We absolutely. They've served our communities and our nation, and it's our job to take care of them.
Oh,
So
yeah.
thank you very much for the work that you're doing.
Oh, thank you,
I do
Christian.
also want to let people know that December 11th is the party of the year, as Elaine
Yes.
would say. We are
Oh,
hosting the
yeah.
Chamber's Christmas Mixer, Holiday Mixer at the Senior Center.
Winter Wonderland.
Winter
will be our
Wonderland theme. We're
theme.
super excited. So that'll be 5:30 till, Elaine would say 9, 10 o'clock. But please, if you are interested in coming and seeing and learning more about the Senior Center, this is a great opportunity for you to attend the Chamber Mixer December 11th and really learn about giving back to our community. And again, vvscaz.org.
Yep.
Please, friends out there, support Meals on Wheels, support the Senior Center and our aging community. It's our duty to take care of them. So thank you again. I appreciate you being here.
Yeah,
and
thank you for having me.
maybe we could go have lunch.
Oh, I happen to know just the right
I know, right? All right, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Have a great week.
Thank you for tuning in for this episode of Greater Verde Valley Chamber Chat, the show that brings the heartbeat of the Verde Valley straight to your screen. Thank you to our host, President and CEO of the Greater Verde Valley Chamber of Commerce, Christian Oliva Del Rio. Tune in next time to stay up to date on timely local topics, learn about upcoming community events, and the small businesses that make this region shine. It's all about supporting locals, staying informed, and strengthening our shared community. Greater Verde Valley Chamber of Commerce, helping businesses grow today to create a stronger tomorrow.